Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Building Tharencrest, and I hope y'all enjoyed the first one. It seems like it got a great response, so here we are with the second episode. I'm just doing a little bit of fishing off the pier here, and I think y'all are really going to enjoy this episode. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the intro and get on with the time-lapse. Alright everybody, so today's video is all about filling out the shoreline with some additional housing, some storage areas, and of course, plenty of decoration. The first video for Tharencrest seemed to have a really good response, so I'm really happy y'all are enjoying it. Now for these homes, I decided to make them slightly more upkept and wealthier, so you'll be able to see how the materials used are a little nicer, while still maintaining the original theme and palette. And since the homes are built next to the water, I decided to make the lower bases of those homes of stone, since the water levels may rise and wood would not really do too well in that scenario. Also, with maintaining the theme, the roofing is still predominantly made of thatch, and these homes have plenty of windows for that fresh ocean breeze to seep on in. Overall, I'm really happy with the direction this town is headed, and I can't wait to keep building and see where it takes me. Also, I just wanted to throw it out there that the channel is almost at 2,000 subscribers. Whoop whoop! So, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because that would be an epic milestone to accomplish. I'm counting on y'all. Let's get this done. But anyways, that's enough of this self-promoting. I think you know what time it is. So kick back, relax, and I'll meet you again for the walkthrough. Alright everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that music and the time lapse, but here we are with the actual walkthrough for Tharencrest episode 2. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I certainly have, but I want to give you the guide, and we're going to start off with the houses closest to the river, or the ocean should I say, and then we're going to move on forward. So as you can see here, this is our original section, and it has grown to add 3 new houses in the storage area. So just going on down the path here, we're going to check out this house, and of course, you know, these houses are a little bit nicer than the prior ones, but I still wanted to keep the same theme and feel, and I think it came out pretty well. So right off the bat, of course, we have some clothes hanging up. You know, they're doing a little bit of work here. And then down here, I'm actually going to do that after we do the interior of the house, but of course we have some tanning racks and things like that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go on inside and we're going to have a take a look at this. So, Here we are, and as soon as you walk in, you can see here it's a very packed kitchen area. Very nice, very beautiful. It looks like I forgot to add the food because, you know, I typically forget at least one thing in every video, but here we have it. So looking around, of course, you know, once again, you have this very large kitchen stocked to the brim full of supplies and food. And of course, we have two doorways here. Now, before we go out there, I want to show you this here. So going through, we have the actual bedroom, and the bedroom is actually very spacious. It's a good size, plenty enough for 4 people. As you can see, we have 4 beds. We have lots of shelving, lots of storage space, books, some cabinets, just basic stuff like that. Some beautiful blue curtains to really tie in the room. So it was very, you know, it was full of very neutral colors, and I wanted to brighten that up a little bit with those curtains. But what we're going to do is just going out this door here. Of course, we have the actual balcony that overlooks, and if you look out that way, if I could hit the right button, you'll see the College of Aislinn, which is under construction right now, and of course you'll have the rest of this too. So I know the render distance wasn't on max, but you know, I didn't want to get, you know, 20 frames per second for this videos. But anyways, there's the kitchen. We're going to go down here, and of course we have a cellar area. So of course I really enjoyed this. Now of course, being right close to the water, you know, you would want a cellar that's a little bit more dry, you know, for your food to last a little bit longer and things like that, because obviously with all the moisture, it would absolutely get ruined. So here we have a massive rack full of, you know, lots of liquids and the good stuff for adults. And of course, you know, here we just have a small little study area, but I like the supports. I wanted to add those in, and I know they're technically not supposed to be smaller in the middle, but I wanted to add them in there, and I thought they looked really, really cool anyways. And of course, you know, we have some vases and food and all that kind of stuff down here. I really like the way this basement came out, or, you know, and yeah, I couldn't be more happy with it. So we're just going to go out here, and we are going to take a tour. So this, you know, person actually harvests not just fruit or vegetables, but mainly herbs and things like that. So they're essentially an herbalist, and that's really all that they do. I mean, if you look at this whole area, it's mainly just different types of herbs, and I won't go into all of them because I honestly forgot. But either way, there we go. Right here, we have a small little storage area. Pretty simple. Won't really focus on that. And then we're going to go up here. So this other door actually leads to the little pier here. You can see there. And of course, you know, the pier is right once again here. And there's the, you know, unloaded areas of the map. So and what we're going to do is we're just going to go circle right on back, and we're going to go on to the second home. And I really wanted to try to make these homes a little bit different. One thing I would like to point out, just for reference sake, you can see this side has a lot more moss and stuff like that growing on it, and like mold and mildew on the thatch. Now, of course, that would be typical since that is the area facing the ocean, gets the most moisture and wind. So here we go. So we're going to go into this house, and we're going to check it out. So this house is not as expansive. It's a little bit smaller, but of course I wanted to do them different sizes, shapes, all that good stuff. So here again, it looks like I forgot the food again, but this is the kitchen area. Once again, it's pretty much set up the same way as the majority of the other houses, but you know, it's a little bit more simple. And then going down these little steps here, we have the bedroom. Now, I really tried to make this stand out, even though it's in such a small space, you know, just make it very homely, and I think I did a good job on that one. You know, of course, we got some stuff to open, and, you know, things like that. But either way, this is the bedroom. Looks pretty nifty. And, of course, the kitchen once again. And, of course, we have these big, large wooden support beams throughout most of the houses. I think it just looks really, really cool. So let's circle around here. And this is their crop, so they're growing wheat right here, and of course their dock here with some fishing netting, some traps for like crabs and stuff like that, you know. And of course we kind of have like a small seawall here, which I really like. I think it came out really well, and I love the fact that a lot of these can be waterlogged now. It's phenomenal. It's a game changer when it comes to decorations, and, you know, environmental, and you know, things like that. So I'm really happy about that. Either way, Here we have another small storage area. You can see we have some hay, we have some firewood. We just have kind of random stuff thrown in here. This is almost directly from Kingdom Come Deliverance, even though it's typically at a slant. I decided to make mine a little bit different because I really didn't want the slant, but I like the supports. I like the stone base. I think it came out really, really well, and it just kind of ties this side with like all the other buildings. I'm not going to build any more along the coastline. This is going to be the extent of it, and the rest of the build, as you can see, is going to be down this way. So once again, we'll visit the last house, and sorry it's taking forever, but I'm hoping you're still enjoying it. And this house is very basic. You can see, I mean, it's very simple, nothing really to it. I mean, just extremely simple. And of course, it ties around to the back passageway from the last bit of houses. So we're going to go on in. And right off the bat, of course, this is a kitchen and dining room only. And there you have it. So this is pretty much what you're looking at here. And I like the supports that I did for the roof. I think it looks really cool. And, food and, another like little fireplace thing. I guess like a primitive oven. But either way, lots of detail here. I actually remembered the food here, but if I'm not mistaken, I forgot the beds. So once you get a good look at this, we're going to go down, and they have a cellar as well, which in this case does not have the bed. So these people don't have beds. They sleep on the cold, hard floor. But either way, here we have it. So once again, lots of food storage, lots of barrels, a small place to sit and eat, some lighting, some hanging herbs, just basic stuff like that. I really wanted to tie it together, make it look good, and I think it did. So either way, once again, I'll give you another flyover of what we have so far. And I really think this town is coming together. Tharencrest is going to be a pretty large town, but I'm really trying to experiment with different shaped houses. You can this is I think the only house I've ever done at a diagonal on the sides. So it was kind of tough, but I really I think I'm going to do them even more. But yeah, so this is it. And if you look on the journey map, I mean, it's actually a pretty decent size. Now, granted, it's not as compressed with housing and buildings as A-Slung is, but it's still a pretty good size. So I plan on keeping this route and having it probably go out to about here. So we're going to have 2 more sections and maybe a little something up here on the hills towards that direction, maybe a monastery or something like that. But either way, that is pretty much what we're looking at. So anyways, thank you so much again for tuning in. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for watching the video. And, I hope y'all are going to be able to come back and see the rest. So this is the Legendary Porpoise, of course, signing off. I hope all of you have a wonderful day and happy gaming.